Today we have a look at Patek Philippe's most controversial release in recent memory. This is the story of one of the most controversial Patek Philippe releases to have ever graced the Patek Philippe catalogue. In order to fully appreciate what is so controversial about the 5235R, we must take a trip back in time. Fortunately, that is possible through the magic of cinema. Now, the first iteration of the 5235 is the 5235G, shown here right now. Released in 2011, it received a lukewarm welcome from the watch community. Some considered it too different, too modern, even too aggressive to be considered a real Patek Philippe. This watch is indeed unlike any other Patek in their collection. The 5235G is no more and has been replaced by the 5235R. As the letter in the reference number suggests, this is the 5235 in rose gold instead of the previous white gold. Now, I'm not going to go over every single spec here. If you're looking to get one of these, you are going to likely do your own detailed research or have your assistant do that for you. No, in this video we will look at what sets the 5235 apart from every other Patek Philippe wristwatch out there. Firstly, this watch has a regulator dial, the only watch in the entire collection to have such a dial. But what is so special or different about a regulator dial anyway? Well, I'm glad you ask. It adds a totally new level to your wristwatch owning experience. When someone asks you for the time, you don't tell them what the time is. No, you can show them your watch. As soon as you give them a glimpse of your watch, you can start bathing yourself in their desperation as they make an attempt and, of course, fail at reading the time on your watch. Such is the joy of owning a watch with a regulator dial, a dial very much for the true watch enthusiasts only. Any other person would never even think about wanting to display the time in this way. And for those of you still wondering, this is how you read the time on this dial. Hours right here, seconds right there, and the minutes over here. This being Patek, they added an annual calendar complication in the mix, showing days, month and date in different and slightly asymmetrical apertures. Annual calendar, not perpetual, so once a year at the end of February, you or your assistant must adjust the calendar and you're good for another year. You can see the rather unusual, sharp and angular lugs and also a rather atypical case design. While this is not entirely new territory for Patek, it does stray from the standard design language the brand tends to stick with. Notice also the rather modern dial finishing. The two-tone graphite and ebony black dial has a vertical satin finish and once again looks like nothing else in the catalogue. The dial changes in appearance depending how the light hits it, turning from black to silver. In addition, it features rather large branding on the right, which, despite being rather large indeed, is partly hidden and only makes an appearance when the light hits it in just the right way. The gold baton style hands are white lacquered, again, not a look we are used to see at Patek Philippe. Now, if the dial and case design are a bit jarring for you, then let's have a look at the case back, which will instantly reveal that familiar Patek DNA. Although here again, the caliber is unlike any other in the Patek catalogue. This caliber is unique to the 5235. It is not used in any other model. It uses a number of developments from Patek Philippe's advanced research department, notably the Pulso Max escapement, the Spiro Max hairspring and the Hero Max balance. These contribute to the accuracy of the 5235. It is also the first Patek Philippe caliber to include a hacking seconds function. All this is of course fully on topic for a regulator style watch, which has historically always been synonymous with high accuracy. Way back when old-school regulator clocks were, for example, used as reference points, and watchmakers would use a regulator clock to set and adjust time on the watches leaving their benches. The finishing of the movement is top-notch and here again succeeds to set itself apart from anything else. The finishing of the movement is very much Patek Philippe, and by that I mean of the highest standard. Thanks to the familiar looking gold micro rotor, we get a good look at the movement and all that gorgeous finishing. While controversial, this is without a doubt an exceptional Patek Philippe wristwatch. On the wrist it feels every bit as precious and exquisite as it really is. With so many different and even unique features, it is easy to see why traditionalists could have difficulty accepting the 5235. Controversial, perhaps, but that might in fact increase its appeal to the collectors out there. What is a controversial watch today is often found to be highly desirable and as a result collectible tomorrow.